Ryan.
Please? No, don't get up.
Hi.
The early bird catches the worm. Have you been waiting long?
No, I was just passing time with a bit of people watching. I love thinking about what brought all these humans to cross paths with me.
Do you have any good stories?
Yeah, that couple over there. Yeah, don't look. They're having a relationship showdown. When they arrived, he was really physically affectionate with her. But then as she became more animated, he withdrew into himself.
Do you think it's over?
She'll hear him out, but her body language suggests she's made up her mind. How do you take breakups?
Wait. I want to know, is there anything that he could do that could save the relationship?
It really depends on how unhappy she is.
I don't really have a reference point here.
You've never been broken up with?
Nope. Have you? If you don't mind me asking.
It would be unfair if I minded after asking you. I have had one great heartbreak that impacted me profoundly. So, I'm totally over it.
I can't really imagine you being hung up on someone.
We all make mistakes.
That we do.
So, I saw that you found me on social media.
Yes. I hope you don't mind the likes.
Not at all. I'm awful at it, so I appreciate the support.
No, you're not. You have some great, cool, natural images on there. I really like seeing a person's social media because I think it's a great little insight into them.
Yeah, but they can also create false representations of themselves.
Yes, they can, but even that is an interesting insight in itself.
Very true. Cheers.
It's very good wine.
It is French.
My knowledge on wine is not fantastic.
Old world would be like French, like European.
California newer.
Yeah.
How is the studying going?
Well, I've been living in the library, but what's new there? We did cover an interesting topic, though. You know how we have different styles of learning and communication? Well, broadly speaking, there are two distinct ways of thinking, emotional or rational.
Okay, can you tell what I am?
I can evaluate you, but I take no responsibility if you don't like the results.
No, except that we are on a second date, so a bad evaluation also reflects on you.
That is true. All right, let's do this. So, how are you at making new friends? Do you actively engage with everyone and anyone, or are you a lone wolf?
Can I not be somewhere in between? Like that I'm selective with my company?
No, you have to pick one side of the spectrum.
I mean, I can socialize when I need to.
As we can see.
Yes. Most of the time, I would prefer my own company. I mean, I guess you could call me a loner?
No, not at all. I definitely appreciate an introverted energy.
What's the next question?
This is a good one. Does seeing other people cry move you to cry yourself?
Okay, that is very specific.
Oh, these questions are rooted in psychological study.
So you didn't just get them online?
No.
I definitely cry with people. A really good friend of mine had a kid a couple of years ago. And his name is Harry. And I was invited to his nursery school's sports day. And they had a race at one stage. So they had all the kids were involved. So some kids could only crawl, some could walk, and then some were in between. So they gave them like a stroller.
That is so sweet and very inclusive.
Very inclusive, yes. My friend's little son, Harry, was on the stroller. So he kind of was at that stage where he could like stand up and like, like a little drunk fella and kind of like have to hold on to things. So the race starts. And one of the walking kids just tears off straight past him. So Harry kind of fell over. Yes, and so when he was getting back up, he couldn't get the stroller back up. So he just started walking for the first time.
No way.
No, he did. And my friend went to the finish line and was waiting for him and was calling, was like, Harry, come on, Harry.
Oh, God. Did he catch up to the walker?
No. No. He made it there in the end, and then my friend started crying when he got to the end, which kind of it set me off.
That's a lovely story.
Yeah. No, it really was a great day.
Excuse me, just popping to the loo. Hello.
Hello, hello.
What did I miss?
Not much. Wait, so what's next?
Here's a big one. Are you a planner or a spur-of-the-moment person?
So am I calculated or spontaneous?
That's a more erudite way of putting it.
Erudite, what?
Like articulate.
Yes, articulate, yes. I have to admit, I am a serial planner. Even things you didn't think could be planned, I will have a spreadsheet, I will have a schedule, I will have everything.
Do you break down all of your dates into a spreadsheet?
No, come on, that's too much even for me. Do people do that?
Oh, you'd be shocked.
Do you?
Next up, do you like to actively or passively participate in a narrative? So if someone is telling a story, how does it unfold in your head?
Like, do I experience it in the first or the third person?
Exactly. Do you actively visualize yourself in the action, or do you passively absorb it from a distant perspective?
I would immerse myself in stories. Like, if I walk out of the cinema, I've been imagining that I'm the main character.
I'm the opposite. I take in the story, but nothing more.
You are missing out.
No, I still appreciate a well-told story. I just like to keep an objective distance, which is good for a psychologist. Your mode of experiencing narrative is interesting. Imagine if you could go a step further and actually have agency in the story.
Well, as though you could change the movie with different decisions. Mm-hmm. Yes, that would be cool.
Final question, Ryan.
Feet don't fail me now.
You can't fail.
Don't make it less dramatic.
Do you get impatient with people less efficient than yourself?
Like how the waiter hasn't taken our food order yet.
Oh, awkward. I think it's order at the bar.
Ooh, I guess I'll let him off that one then. I think getting impatient is pointless. Like, what do you actually gain from getting upset at someone else's shortcomings? It doesn't change anything.
Very little. You just overburden yourself with angst.
Or, I mean, you just end up discouraging others.
Patience is a virtue.
So, what is the verdict?
Based on your answers, you are a rational thinker. You are logic-focused and pragmatic. You prefer to analyze concrete details in a situation.
Is that good for dating?
Some people date successfully by ticking a set of boxes.
Okay, but you also need an emotional connection too.
Yeah, like anything, you need an emotional connection to balance out the rationality.
Yours was particularly about like the pop culture influence on behavioral
modeling and attraction dynamics. And I think that that's something that's really relevant right now, especially with like all the reality dating shows.
Like, what do you do if you're not studying?
I like to read, which is just studying, isn't it?
Far off it.
Yeah.